As far as I can tell, the only person kind of backing Russia right now is Iran.
Well, China, North Korea, you know, the other communist dictators. But yeah, I mean, and obviously, there's not really much there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the thing is
I mean,
there's really not much.
I mean,
there.
North Korea's nuclear power basically amounts to a Coke Mentos bottle rocket.
Pretty much. I mean, he got called Rocket Man for a reason.
Yeah.
And speaking of, you know, I tell you, I think China has nuclear capabilities. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to the real Fallout timeline here. I tell you what.
Yeah, for sure.
like let's
how much longer until they invade Anchorage?
Exactly. I mean, you've got Trump talking about annexing Canada. I mean, that was a thing in Fallout. Like, that's no joke. The U.S. annexed Canada. I think they annexed
if
it.
China raises tariffs anymore, we're gonna unleash Liberty Prime. It's gonna be terrific.
Jesus. But yeah, no. Yeah, annexing Canada. It's wild. There's so many similarities just with what's that shit called? For real. What's that shit called when it's fake, but it sounds so goddamn real? I'm spacing on the name. It's not parody. It's not. I mean, it's parody, but it's called something else.
Synchronicity?
No. It's like oh my god, it's like a spoof, fake. You know, it's not real, but no, but it sounds real. The Onion does it. The Babylon Bee does it.
Satire?
Thank you. That was the word I could not figure out for the life of me. Satire. Jesus. Yeah, it's like life is mimicking satire at this point. This turned political as fuck. We're cutting all that shit. All right. Give me a good segue into a fucking into the episode. Come on, think of something. Dance for me, monkey. Dance for me, monkey. Good, monkey. When you punch a piece of wood, you break it in half. When I punch a piece of wood, I wipe its entire race out.
All I'm saying, man, is if Tesla starts like getting involved in like, you know, like any more involved in like domesticated like robotics or something, I'm gonna start stocking bottle caps and ammunition.
Pretty much.
Then we're in the worst timeline.
Pretty much, because I tell you what, man. Like I was saying before shit got wild. Life is mimicking satire. Thank you again for helping me with that word. Life is mimicking satire so goddamn close, it's ridiculous. So yeah, it would not surprise me. I mean, you know, we're living in the Fallout times. Dun, dun,
yep.
Dun. Speaking of Fallout, fucking that's what we're talking about today is Fallout, the TV show and the video games. Because
yes, sir,
we have not talked about Fallout. I mean, aside from the campaign that we're playing, but yeah, we haven't talked about Fallout much at all. And honestly, I want to talk about Fallout. And this is also because of that fucking tier list we had to do. You son of a bitch. That tier list that took months.
Yeah, it's the last time you're gonna let me suggest fucking anything.
No, it'll be the last time I let you suggest a tier list. Anything else I don't mind, but a tier list, no. That shit's off the fucking
gotcha.
Off the table.
Fallout video game tier list or
I mean, now that one, we could do that because that's a very short list. That'd be very quick. I mean, that would be an episode, maybe 30 minutes, if that. Because I think we agree it's New Vegas, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout 76. And then, of course, the OG Fallouts are kind of at the C tier. So, I mean, yay, look at that.
Master B.A.T.R cast. Bass on the left and Slacker on the right. Two idiots who masturbate all night, talking about nothing at all, just throwing shit at the wall. This tavern's got no atmosphere. Ever since we stepped in here, pull up a chair and pick up a drink, 'cause we got topics that'll make you not think. Master B.A.T.R cast.
And then, in my opinion, Brotherhood Tactics is trash. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not even a Fallout game. That's just Fallout name only.
Yeah, if Fallout Tactics, if Brotherhood Tactics is your favorite Fallout game, you probably have a grandfather or great uncle that fought against the Soviets in World War II.
You should eat a bullet.
The long way. One last ride into Flavor Town.
And slather that bitch with sauce. Some barbecue sauce. Bow! But
What did I say instead of Sweet Baby Ray's? Fallout has fucking Tart Tot Tonys or something like that.
oh, I don't even fucking know. Some of the shit you guys say is just fucking off the wall. Holy shit. But yeah, no. Yeah, we're gonna talk some of the Fallout games and the Fallout TV show, and then we might touch upon the campaign. Oh, excuse me. And then we're gonna comment on some.
That one has some texture to it.
Oh,
Good
dude,
lord.
that shit wasn't even a burp. That was just my fucking diaphragm relaxing, I tell you. But then we're gonna comment on comments, because there's a comment on one of our videos that did not come through, did not alert me. Actually, I ended up accidentally falling upon this one, but we're gonna respond to it. It's on the Holy Hail Mary. So
Yeah.
we'll get to that one towards the end. But let's oh god, that's fucking whew, that burp, man. I tell you, that had some baloney to it, and I haven't had baloney in a while.
Still trying to clear the heat out.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you. Whew. But all right, so let's get straight into it. So, what's your favorite Fallout game? What's one that you know really just sucked you into it, where you forgot that you were playing a video game? And
It has to be New Vegas. It just has to be.
New Vegas was damn good. Damn good. Because it did deviate from the typical, hey, you're a vault dweller, either save us or survive. It definitely deviated from that. I mean, granted, in Fallout 2, I think you were born in Shady Sands and you just lived there, which, you had to help those people. I'm kind of blanking on it because I haven't played it in years, so some of my knowledge of it is very limited. But yeah, no, it's basically just a game of revenge. Like how psychotic and vengeful can you be? And holy fuck.
I'm pretty sure canonically the courier in New Vegas is like kind of why like couriers now are like super respected in the Fallout universe, right?
It's either that or it's just the fact that the dude was just so psychotic. They're like, you know what? Let's assume that all the couriers are, because nothing screams sane like a fucking mailman traveling across the Mojave, killing indiscriminately. Just to, I don't care how many people have to die as long as you are one of them. Like, holy shit. But no,
I remember seeing
that was a damn good one.
Yeah. I remember seeing this mod from way back in the day, where literally all the mod was when you get to Benny and you shoot him, fucking bottle caps fly out of him like Sonic losing rings.
Like I tell you, the voice acting in that game is not the best. It really is not the best. But god damn, did it do things just so perfectly. I think the aiming down sight was when, you know, from Fallout 3 to New Vegas. The first one I ever played was Fallout 3. And I loved Fallout 3.
ADS was abysmal though.
Oh, it was just a zoom. That was it. You'd zoom in a little bit, depending on the gun.
VATS was used for fucking everything.
Yep. You used VATS to, you know, check your surrounding. You used it for radar, basically. It was a poor man's radar, which it fucking worked. You didn't have sprint. You didn't have sprint until the fourth one, I believe. But yeah, I mean, it just, I played Fallout 3 for the first time. You know, when I was younger. I think I was in my early 20s. So, you know, that was when I first got my hands.
Came out in like 2008, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I didn't play it when it first came out. I played it when I was in my early 20s. And when I finally got my hands on a PS3. And yeah, I slept that son bitch in there, and fuck, man. I was just lost in it. Like, it was beautiful. I mean, granted, looking back, the scenery, you know, was very bleak, very, you know, simplistic. There wasn't much greenery until you got to that one place. But yeah, no, it was a damn good game. The aiming down sight sucked because it was just a zoom in. You didn't even aim. Combat was fun. Combat was damn fun. It got me, that game actually got me into writing fucking, you know, stories and shit. Cause, you know, I'm like, man, my character, you know, this, that, and the other. So I just started kind of having ideas as to, you know, what my character was doing. And fuck, man, it was a blast. And I never beat the game. I might go back and play it, you know, just all the way through. But god damn, was it fun. And then I got my hands on New Vegas.
If you want my advice, get the Game of the Year edition because it has the DLC, which allows you to keep playing after the main story.
Oh, I know. I got it on PC, bud.
All right.
I got that son bitch on PC. I also, when I got the game, I did make sure to buy all the DLC because I was like, this game is so much fun.
I think it's funny that they made New Vegas like a year later just as like basically an asset flip for a second title because they saw that Fallout 3 sold really well and New Vegas just blew it out of the water. Like it's talked about in such higher regard than 3 even today, and the modding community is still insane.
Well, on both of them, I mean, both games, the modding community is very fucking robust, very, you know, deep. I mean, holy shit. Yeah, there's a mod for everything. Hell, there's sex mods in there. And god damn, are those fun. You go, I mean, let's be honest, you know. In the Fallout world, sex really isn't talked much about, you know. Yeah, you know, there's you know, that one chick that you could fuck, I think, a couple times, but then you kill fuck. What's that Irish McBastard's name?
Moriarty.
Moriarty, yeah, Moriarty. Moriarty. You kill his ass, and now you don't get to fuck her no more. You don't get to fuck anybody else. And it's like, well, shit. That's why sex mods exist.
Well, you can have a lot more fun in New Vegas. There's a side quest where you can get fisted by a fucking Securitron.
Yeah, and you can fuck a cowgirl ghoul. My favorite.
Yes, sir.
My favorite. No, fucking, but I mean, you know, those mods kind of expound upon that. Like, I mean, sex happens, sue me. I mean, and these are the same people that play The Sims with the same kind of fucking mods I do, judging me. You sons of bitches.
Yeah. Dude, mods for The Sims are way more degenerate.
Okay, so we'll touch upon that one. So yeah, there are some mods for The Sims. Like, I'm cool with nude mods, sex mods, whatever. But there's some mods where it's just like, why? Why? Like, there's some, yeah, sure, you could do it, but why? And then you got to worry about somebody walking. I mean, if you live alone, fine, whatever. But if you don't live alone, you got to worry about somebody walking in and asking questions. Be like, hey, care to explain that? I mean, what are you going to do? Alt-tab out of that shit? Because guess what? When you alt-tab out of The Sims, the music and sounds and shit still plays. Yeah. Yeah. So you alt-tab to some fucking whatever the fuck when somebody walks in and what they hear, ooh, gloopin' glarpin'. Oh, glarp. Oh.
Ooh, Sajubo.
Glarpy glarp. Oh.
Go,
Yeah.
go.
And then it's just like the person's just standing there and like, okay, all right, well, I'm gonna kill myself now because what the fuck? But yeah, no, the modding community for The Sims is it could get very dark very fast. So yeah. I mean, same with the Fallout mods, depending on where you go. Lover's Lab. But
yeah, but Fallout is like an inherently dark and messed up world.
To an extent, yeah. But I mean, it could get very, very dark, depending on the mods that you install. One thing I did find out about New Vegas that I was not pleased about, which, I mean, I love the game. The game is still the same, except for that one part where there's the crier on the New Vegas Strip. And she's like talking about hungry, horny, whatever. Come to find out that girl was like, what, 13 or 15 that did the voice?
Yeah.
Yep. Found that out. Found that out recently. So yeah, not a fan of that. So they got a mod out there that removes her. So yay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. When I found out that, they had some apparently they had said it was some accident, it was an oversight, and it's just like, so you mean to tell me in the recording booth you put a child in there and you handed her a script, and assuming you did not know what was on that script, you put the headphones on and she read it and you listened to it, you heard it. I'm pretty sure she didn't give a perfect read through on the first go. Probably got coached a few times. And
yeah, that's so uncomfortable to even think about.
Oh no, I'm gonna make it even more uncomfortable. And you hear this coming from her, and not at what point do you go, how old are you, kid? Or hey, that isn't the script you're supposed to read.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an oversight. At what point was it an oversight? Was it when people realized what happened, or?
No, it was when people got called out for it.
Yeah.
That's how it always goes.
Of course. Oh, it was an oversight. It was an accident. Because, I mean, yes, when you go to record lines, there's nobody there coaching you saying, okay, that was good, but let's run it back and give it more emphasis. So, yeah. Yes. Yeah. So every time I play the game, I make sure that mod's installed because I don't care to hear it. I don't care to hear it because one, the character in game does not serve a purpose other than just to give you a chuckle. Because I remember when I first played it, I heard the person say that. She was like, "What the fuck? Horny?" I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, well, yes, actually, I am.
Do you want to talk to big-titted sluts? This game will make you come in 2 seconds.
There's horny MILFs within half a mile of you. Oh, they just need some of that dick. Even ugly girls need dick too. Like, what the fuck?
Tired of jerking off alone like a loser? There are hundreds of girls on Camster.com right now ready to talk to you. Or like what's even funnier is when it's like clearly like a bad AI voice.
Oh,
it's like they don't even try.
Oh God. You tired of jerking off like a loser? Put a gun in your mouth and blow the back of your brain out.
Punch a hole in a man the size of your fist.
Right? Shit. But no, yeah, Fallout New Vegas was a damn good game. Fallout 3 was I loved Fallout 3. Damn good game. And then I have it in such high regard because of nostalgia. I mean, there was a lot of bugs in that game, both games as a matter of fact. But I mean, for what they were damn good. They had a beautiful story.
And I will say, it's testament to how far Bethesda has fallen in terms of like creative potential, because Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 use the exact same engine and like are for the most part are basically the same game like mechanically.
Yeah.
But they feel like 2 entirely different games, and it's not even close.
Well, and it's because what Fallout 3 did, New Vegas refined. So you had the condition system. So your weapons and armor could break at any time. I mean, that was some serious shit. Because, I mean, holy fuck, your armor breaking in the middle of combat is a very real fucking thing. Your weapon breaking in the middle of combat.
Yeah, I don't like that Fallout 4 got rid of that.
That I am not a fan of. I was so disappointed.
I also don't like that they got rid of the karma system. I think that if Fallout 4 just spent like maybe another year in development to like add in those systems in a way that would have worked with like the new engine and the new world and stuff, I think it would have been so much better, because Fallout 4 is a fun game. You know, the crafting and the combat is obviously way better. The combat is way more fun, but the story the story did not interest me.
Yeah, I'll have to say, a lot of the side stories were a lot more enjoyable than the main story. I remember when I played it for the first time, I was excited. I was like, oh shit, you could do all this stuff. I mean, I was really excited. So when I got it, I popped that bitch in, started playing it. And of course, I had to wait for it to download and then do an update. But goddamn, get into the world. Well, first you're seeing the world and you're getting to walk around in pre-war America. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck. Yeah, you were very much railroaded. You could learn a little bit about the characters, which not a fan of. I was not a fan that the characters that you got to play weren't as malleable as in the previous games. Like, when you create your courier, you're a courier, sure. However, you're a courier for all but what? A minute?
Yep.
Like, that's your backstory, is you were a courier. You were a courier. Now, okay, I was a courier, but now I'm just out for revenge. Okay. I'm not a fan of that. Like, I mean, a little bit of backstory, sure. Like, okay, you're a vault dweller, you're a courier. What happened to your courier prior, though? What was their life like? Okay, that's pretty malleable. And then going forward, it's still very malleable. Your character prior to life was in the military, and they were going to attend some military gala, and he was going to be honored at this gala. Then the bombs drop. Now he's, you know, fucking frozen, unfrozen on the road to looking for his kid. If you chose the woman, his wife, you were a lawyer, a very successful lawyer from the way it was shown, and it's just like, okay, not really much you could do there because those are like set in things. Like courier could be, courier could be like, okay, you know, you couried some package. Was it your first? Maybe it was your first time being a courier. I mean, that's why I really dig Fallout 3, because it was just, you are a vault dweller. That's it. Like, my one gripe with New Vegas was only because you were a courier. That is it. Which, even then, it makes sense. Your character before the events would have a job, especially if they're out in the wasteland. They're, you know, they're not a raider or anything. But Fallout 3 lets you basically just, okay, well, you're leaving the vault to go follow in your father's footsteps. You are a blank slate. Like, everything you did up until leaving the vault, you got to choose. You got to choose. You got to be a baby, being born, coming out your mama's coochie. You got to be a fucking toddler, you know, getting to dick around. Granted, your decisions really didn't make much impact. Then you got to be a young boy or girl, and you get to shoot your father in the face with a BB gun. Then, you know, you're
you did that too.
Oh, fuck yeah. You're a teenager, and you get to have your first fist fight, and then, you know, all that fun shit. You know, you kind of, you're growing up with this character, and you know, it's just like, okay, everything up until leaving the vault, I got to kind of choose. Yes, there was gaps in years, but, you know, I still got to feel like, okay, I got to kind of mold this character. Like, okay, my character's going to be an asshole. What's an asshole going to do? I'm going to shoot my daddy in the face with a fucking BB gun. Pow! But with Fallout New Vegas, it's just like, okay, you're a courier. You get shot in the head. Now you get to kind of, you know, you can kind of dig up the past, but it's one of those things where it's just like, all right, you know, you can, or you could still just kind of blank slate it. Like, maybe it was your first job. If it was your first job, okay, makes sense. But it does, from what I've read in the end game, it sounds like you were on a list of couriers, and it could have been your first job. It could have not been. But you were on a list of couriers, and this person was like, yep, that one right there. That guy. That's our guy. Fallout 4, though, it felt like, I could choose, but you really couldn't. You could be an asshole with no consequence. I mean, you could legitimately be a fucking asshole. Like a real down dirty piece of shit with zero consequence. They only added consequence in Nuka World.
Yeah. Where if you sign up with the Raiders, the Minutemen wouldn't help you, right?
The Minutemen would still help you. Except you weren't friends with Preston Garvey.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're still the general of the Minutemen, but Preston wasn't
still
your friend.
Stupid.
That is the only consequence in the game. Is you're the general of the Minutemen. They still follow you. They have to. But Preston Garvey is not your friend. He does not want to be your friend. He is not a follower no more. Which, oh my God, what am I going to do without him and his piece of shit laser musket? Fuck.
The most monotone character in the fucking game.
He wasn't monotone. He just got annoying very fast. And I think that's just, that's just the program. And there's a settlement. The settlement needs our help. Like the voice actor did a good job. He conveyed emotion very well. But I got tired of being told of a settlement needing our help. Like that shit got annoying because it's just like, all right, dude.
And like, I mean, I get it because endless quests, like if you want to grind XP, but like I don't know. I'm not a fan of endless quests like that.
I like endless quests if they mix it up. Like, I mean, they actually mix it up. Like this settlement needs our help. They're about to get... Oh shit. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, like, it's at first it's not too bad, but like once you discover and establish all the settlements, then it's like, okay, go here, kill these super mutants, go here, kill these raiders, go here. It's like, it's all the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't mix it up after like a certain point.
Like, I mean, I get it. Usually Radiant quests are either fetch quests, kill quests, or supply quests. I mean, I get it. That's why, it's an easy fucking task. It's not really that big of a fucking deal. But hey, a settlement of ours was overrun and taken over. We need you to, get it back.
Yeah.
Now,
like what you were saying is like what kills me the most about it is like you join the raider gang in Nuke World, and then Garvey's like, I can't believe you. You're a raider. You're a killer. You're an irredeemable human being, but you're still the general, and another settlement needs your help. I'll mark it on your map. It's like,
yep.
I feel like the writers of Bethesda kind of just gave up after a certain point with making Fallout 4 because the story is just so boring, and there's so much stuff that just doesn't make sense.
I'm not even mad about the voice protagonist. I'm not, because it is what it is. One thing I am mad about is the voice protagonist never says what you choose. They always say something different. Like, I mean, like your character being an asshole, you can be an asshole. Like the person is, says negative shit. Like, oh, hey, could you help us? Oh, well, it looks like you need more help than I could give you. Jesus. Well, thanks. Or you could be kind of like a smart ass, which I'm going to tell you this. The smart ass choices were some of the fucking most hilarious ones. Holy shit. Did I piss my pants a few times laughing my ass off at some of the shit that these characters would say just being a smart ass? Like, that is some of the best dialogue, is just you being a smart ass. But, oh my God, being an asshole had zero consequence.
Yeah. Like how you could get your followers to hate you, and like Nick Valentine, you could piss him off and like rob and kill indiscriminately, and he's like, I'll never travel with you again, but I'll still help you find your son. It's like,
it's like, what the fuck? That's another thing. You have to go out of your way. You have to bust your ass to get them to hate you.
Yeah.
Like, they will idolize you for the littlest of shit. And it's just like, okay.
Like, the Irish girl, Kate, like, you can get her to like you just by taking drugs.
Yep. You get her to sleep with you just by taking drugs.
Yeah, same with Hancock.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, okay. Like, is it, because I remember when I first played, it's like, is this the karmic system? Like, your
kind of blows.
Your followers are basically your moral compass. Like, okay, that's a bit weird, but all right. Hell, even the raider Gage that follows you. Sometimes some of the shit that you do that he'd like just didn't make any sense. Oh, you're instead of going at things violently, you're, being diplomatic. Oh, Gage liked that. Like, what?
You're a raider.
Yeah, exactly. You're a raider. I would think violence would be what you would like more so than the diplomacy of things. I will say this, I did like how they expanded upon the Raider lore though, where, yeah, it was Raiders, but these Raiders had different names, different groups, not all of them got along. That I did like. But what I just, when they should have had a karmic system, and they should have made it to where your character, depending on it, was perceived different ways. And you shouldn't be able to get every fucking follower to follow you just because. Like, oh, hey.
Yeah, like in
hey, I hear that you're, looking for your son, man. Well, you seem like a really goody two-shoes, so I think I'll follow you. Don't mind me, though. I'm gonna get high every fucking second I can. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
But in fucking Fallout 3 in New Vegas, if you were too good, certain people wouldn't follow you.
Yep. Like the first follower you run into in Fallout 3, Jericho in Megaton.
Yep.
You gotta have bad karma for him.
Oh, and not even just bad karma. You gotta have fucked up karma. I mean, you gotta have some fucked karma. But here's the kicker. You can't kill anybody in town. Because he will kill you. He'll put your ass down. But you got to get bad karma without, because these people, they don't fucking lock you up. They just straight up kill you. So good luck stealing something and getting that bad karma. You got to wait till everybody's asleep. So then you're stealing shit. The junkie at the water treatment plant in Megaton. You could fucking, you could make that fucker pay you for drugs. That's bad karma one time. Like you're a drug dealer. Cool. You give some bad karma. But God, getting that guy, and then what was her name? I think it was Clover. The female slave. Which is another thing. The slavers in Paradise Falls.
Yep.
Like for Fallout 4, there was nobody enslaving anybody. Like, it's like slavery just disappeared. Because in New Vegas, you had the Caesar's Legion. In Fallout 3, you had, the Paradise Falls slavers. So it was definitely it was like, okay, this is weird. And you had people that did have slave collars in Nuka World, but if you didn't buy Nuka World, you wouldn't know that. It's just like, it's like they got rid of the slavers. Now, granted, I get it. Oh, slavery is a touchy subject. However, it still fucking exists. It exists in the world. Is it bad? Yes. But it gives you, I mean, like when I got fucking Clover, first thing I did was stick her at home, kill all the fucking people at Paradise Falls, and then ran around with her. Did I still have her as a slave? You goddamn right I did. She was hot.
Or Sharon. Or Sharon.
Is it Sharon or Sharon? Yeah, the ghoul.
I think it's Sharon, yeah.
That big bat
god.
God.
By his contract, the first thing he does is blow his old owner's head off. It's like, yeah, dude.
Exactly. I absolutely loved that character, by the way. Fucking a damn well written character. Holy shit. Because you get to learn about him, and fuck is it good.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, they got rid of that. Yeah, it just Fallout 4, I agree. Yeah, it should have been in development for a little longer. Just so that they could have refined some shit. Put the karmic system. I think the gunplay was fun. There were some things I wasn't a fan of with the gunplay. like the range of your bullets, projectiles. They so when you shoot in the game, it has a range, and it'll show you on the gun the gun stats itself what the range is. Supposedly, it's bullshit. It's utter bullshit. The gun range, all the guns have the same fucking range. Their bullets disappear.
Really? You think so?
Well, their bullets fucking disappear at a certain range. So, like when you're using a sniper rifle and you see somebody way off in the distance, and you go to shoot them in a headshot, and it's within I think it's like a 200 something. I think it's like 200 fucking meters or some bullshit. 200 or 300 meters is what it says, like the max fucking range when you max out the sniper rifle. Yeah, you won't hit them. You won't hit them at all. And it's just like
there's got to be like mods or something that fix that, though, right?
There is. There's mods. Of course, there's mods. There's mods that fix it. There's mods that give you the bullet drop, because that's another thing that I don't know why they didn't add into the game was bullet drop. Like, we had Battlefield 3 out when Fallout 4 came out.
Yeah, it is true. Like, all the bolts just kind of go in a straight line. There's no drop off.
Well, even then, it's there's no bullets that come out. That's another thing is that they don't really. I mean, when you get the cutscene, or not the cutscene, but the kill cam, a bullet the bullet will come out. Or you'll see a bullet flying in the air. But aside from that, there's no projectile. And I think they did that for a reason. I forget. I think it was probably, RAM usage or memory usage or some shit. Same with the cartridges. You could have casing. Sorry, you could have a hell of a fucking battle with a group of super mutants. You're using a minigun. You're just spraying them, and you're just going through ammo. You kill them all, and there's no casings whatsoever on the ground.
Well, yeah, because they just despawn after a certain amount.
No, they hit the ground and then they despawn. Yeah, there's mods for that too. They keep the casings around for a little bit longer. But yeah, no, you go back and play it. You can shoot your gun as many fucking times. You'll hear it hit. You may even catch it, on the ground moving, but it's gone in an instant.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to unlink my my Xbox controller from my ROG and reconnect it to my Xbox. But
oh no. But
what will I do?
Nah, dude. I mean, like, and granted, that's not a reason to hate the game, but it's little shit. Now, I think they did the same in New Vegas and Fallout 3. Was you shoot the gun, and after a second or two, the casing disappears. But still no projectile. The mods, of course, add the projectile, because it just adds that little bit extra. That it's just like, mwah, chef kiss it. But Fallout 4 definitely could have used an extra year, maybe two, in development. Or maybe what we got was exactly what they wanted. They stripped the game of the karmic system, because look at 76. 76 doesn't have a karmic system at all either.
Yeah.
Like, the game has gotten a lot better, but there's no karmic system. There's no,
when the game first came out,
it was
when
trash.
the game first came out, you couldn't even change it. Yeah, you couldn't even change your armor or clothes, like, at all.
Yeah, no, it was trash. Fucking, though, technically they do have a karmic system. So you could either be with the, I forget what they're called, but basically the settlers or the raiders. And if you do more stuff for the raiders, of course, the settlers are going to start trying to kill you on sight, and vice versa. I mean, if you want to call that a karmic system, sure. But even then, it's not really, because at a point in the original games, if your karma was high enough or low enough, you could actually it would unlock, dialogue options to where you could like intimidate or potentially, persuade somebody. And it's just like it added that little extra bit of role play. But I hope in the next games we get the conditions back, because 76 brought back conditions. However, they did it real shitty. Like real fucking shitty. Like your gun breaks hella quick.
I didn't play 76 too much because my first experience with it was right when it came out, and I hated it, obviously. So I never really played it after that.
Well, I'm telling you this right now, if and when, that's a big win, me, Aurelius, and Mydorth begin recording Fallout 76 content, be a shame if Axel was there. Just saying.
I gotcha.
Yeah. You picking up what I'm putting down, baby girl?
I'm smelling what you're stepping in, daddy-o.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, but yeah, no. Fallout 76, it was a cool concept. Because, I mean, people that played Fallout 4 really wanted co-op. Like, it looked like it was a world built for co-op. And then we got Fallout 76 that was a cool concept and just poorly executed.
Yeah.
So,
dude, what I want is a Fallout game at some point, like, in the future, that starts out with you being a raider. I think that would be cool.
You know what I would think would be cool? Is if you could play a Fallout game where you're in the continental United States. No, seriously. Like, you could choose any fucking state. Like, your character is from...
I thought you were making a joke.
No. Like, just call it Fallout. And your character could be from... Now, granted, they're not going to get a, 1-to-1 ratio fucking map. But none of the fucking maps are 1-to-1. Shit.
Right.
But make a, that would be fucking wild. Where your character, you could create your character from fucking scratch, their backstory, their fucking, what they've been doing up until, you're not just a fucking vault dweller.
And start off in post-apocalyptic Akron.
Exactly. I mean, and you're not just a fucking vault dweller. Like, I'm sorry, I'm getting sick and tired of being a vault dweller. Because it's just fucking annoying at this point. Like, Fallout 1, okay, you were sent out, you get a water chip, bring it back, and then you're exiled.
In Fallout 1 and Fallout 3, it both make sense, because Fallout 1 was the first game of the franchise. You're being introduced to the world with the character you're playing. And then Fallout 3 was when Bethesda bought the company, or bought the franchise, rather. So it's a reset. So it's like they're introducing you to their version of the world for the first time. So yeah, you're in a vault. Everything's 3D. Brand new to you. That makes sense.
Yeah. And that's fine. Fallout 76, though, was not a fan of the fact that we were in a vault. Fallout 4, cool concept, still again was not a fan of that we were another vault dweller. It's like, okay, you mean to tell me that all these fucking vault dwellers are these, enigmatic fucking heroes?
Yeah, these like invincible badasses.
Exactly. Like, come on. That's why I like New Vegas, because your character wasn't a vault dweller. He was just some fucking dude.
Yeah.
He got
I
shot
also
in the
like,
fucking head, and he went psychotic.
yeah. I also like how the TV show, the new TV show, like showed Vault Dwellers, because she was like, she had like a little syringe pistol. I don't think it was a real pistol. Like she didn't even want to kill anybody.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like she was super clueless and naive, and it's like,
dude,
yeah, like that's how Vault Dweller should be.
I am telling you, when they announced Fallout, the TV show years back, I was excited. I was like, ooh, and then I saw Halo and I was like, all right, let me temper my expectations. Then I saw that Walton Goggins was cast, and they made it sound like he was like the main character. I was like, oh shit. Like, okay. And then, of course, more news came out. Oh, he's going to be, with Ella Purnell, and I forget the other guy's name. But yeah, and I was like, all right, well, okay, so we're getting a 3-man crew. Well, Ella Purnell is going to be a Vault Dweller. Walton Goggins is going to be a ghoul. And the other guy, he's going to be, and I feel bad about not remembering his name, but I'm not really going to pull up his name because I don't care that much. But he's going to be Brotherhood of Steel. So I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, so we got Brotherhood of Steel, a ghoul, and a Vault Dweller. All right. Well, I'm getting a little excited. So then I see the first episode. Boom. You see Ella Purnell, giving kind of like a monologue intro to what's going on. And it looked, I'll be honest, it looked like it was just going to be a steaming pile of shit, because here she is doing judo, martial arts. She's shooting a gun. She's such a badass. I'm like, oh, great. Here we go. They're just going to make this chick come out of the vault, as, oh, I'm just some invincible badass. Which, granted, would make sense given the fact that, apparently Vault Dwellers are that. But no, they didn't do that. I was pleasantly surprised that they, sure, she was good in the vault, but she ate shit outside, and they progressively throughout the series built her. She toughened up. She got fucking, I think her first kill was, what was her mother? If I'm correct. I think her first kill was her mother. And I think that was good. Because it's just like, holy shit. They built her up. I'm excited. I really dug her character. Walton Goggins, I don't have to say much about him. Fantastic. I think he played a ghoul very well. I liked the flashbacks that we were getting. The guy that was playing the Brotherhood. Sorry.
I also think that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. That's fine. I'm over here fucking controlling this conversation. So go ahead.
I saw that people weren't a fan of like how they approached ghoulification in the TV show, about how they need to have like the medicine every so often, or else they go feral. Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like that. I actually liked that, because it's like, well, where else is he going to get his motivation to like survive from anyway? Because like, lost his daughter, like wife divorced him, lost his daughter, lost his fame and stuff all before the apocalypse hit. And it's like, what reason does someone have to like go on after that? It's like, well, I don't want to turn into a mindless zombie, and this is like a surefire way to make sure that doesn't happen. So, I think that even though it's not technically lore accurate, it still fits within, the rules of realism in the world of Fallout. I think it still makes sense. And then we got like, some cool episodes out of that, out of him taking Ella Purnell's character to the clinic or whatever, and how they all reunited and stuff. And I will say, I liked the other guy's character, Maximus or whatever, the Brotherhood of Steel guy.
Yeah.
I really liked his character, and I think that he had really good comedic timing on screen. Like when they're in the vault and he gets kind of like brainwashed by having all the fucking like snacks and everything. He's like, do you want to make my cock explode now? It's like, oh my God.
Well,
So fucking funny.
I was gonna say I think his character was played very well.
Mhm.
I want to see more of his character, do more and kind of grow, because I'll be honest, his character didn't really grow that much. It did very much showcase the naivete of these scribes, how much, basically how much they're brainwashed by this sect of the Brotherhood of Steel. They seem like religious zealots, like military religious zealots. So it's very interesting to see that, hey, like this guy's talking about his cock exploding. He goes, some people's grows big and then pops like a pimple. Mine doesn't. Like, what the fuck? Or the scene where you're in the tent and you see that dude just whacking it under the blanket like nobody's fucking business. Like he's just whipping it like who the fuck, and nobody says anything. Like, what are they gonna say?
Crazy work, bro.
That shit was wild, but obviously it's not talked about. Like, it's obvious it's not talked about because if it was, then dude would be probably somewhere else whacking it. But yeah, no, it just, I want to see his character grow a lot. Like, you kind of saw a little bit where his character, was like, hey, take this shit, go here, get your dad, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. But as a character, we didn't really get to see him grow too much. As much as like Ella Purnell's character, the ghoul didn't grow at all. He came in doing exactly what he came in doing. He was basically telling us pre-war. That's all Walton Goggins' character did, was pre-war and give us some pretty funny ass moments. Yep. There was a defect in the welding just below the chest piece. I wonder if they fixed that. He shoots that fucker. Boom, he goes, I guess not. Like, fuck. Yeah, motherfuckers over here.
It makes sense that he's like, not everyone is going to have like these huge character arcs at the same time, especially considering he's been alive for 200 years or whatever.
No, and it makes sense. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, I wish Maximus would have gotten a little bit more, a little bit more development. Ella Purnell getting the most development makes sense. She's the vault dweller. You gotta get her to survivor status. I completely get it. That 100% makes sense. The thing is they label it as three main characters: the ghoul, the vault dweller, and the knight. And it's just like, okay, cool. Let's we're giving them more or less about the same amount of screen time. So in that time, develop them. The ghoul developed into what he was from what you saw about his past. I wouldn't say that's really an arc. I would say that's more of just like catching up. And when you said like, oh, well, he needed something to keep him going, he was looking for his daughter. Because his daughter is still, as far as we know, is still alive, his wife and his daughter. So that's the only reason why he was staying alive. The drug that he takes, I don't know, man. I just think, I do think it's a bit goofy. Like, oh, he's taking this drug to keep him from going feral. It's just like, okay. But radiation rots their brain. Like, the drug doesn't just rebuild their brain. Maybe it does. I don't know.
Maybe like stim packs just basically magically cauterize and like stitch up wounds pretty much.
No. Like, they explained how the stim packs work. So the stim packs, well, because you see with Ella Purnell, she sticks herself with a stim pack. And basically all that is just like an adrenaline shot, because you also see that she had to get stitched up.
Oh, you're totally damn. It has been a while since I watched the show. I'm gonna have to rewatch the show.
So it's basically like she stuck herself. I mean, it makes sense, a stimulant pack, but she sticks herself, and it's like it gives her that boost of that energy. And from some of the shit that I've read just on stim packs alone, it boosts healing, but you still, depending on the type of wound you have, you still may need to seek medical attention. So for instance, if you get shot to shit your Swiss cheese, and you're barely holding on, I mean, you get a stim pack, you might live a little longer, but you're gonna still die. It's not like it is in the games, like you stick yourself.
It makes you wonder, like your Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas character, how many bullets did they just have like floating in their body?
Exactly. From what I understand, though, from what I've read, is when you play Fallout 4 and when you play Fallout 4 in hardcore mode and you use the stim pack, that's more or less how it's supposed to be. Like it'll give you a quick boost, like when you take buff out. That's you're taking buff out, your character gets a plus 40 health pool added to their health bar. You could still die. Like you could still die the second that buff out wears out. That plus 40 disappears. Like it is fucked, because I remember I don't know, I think it might have been a glitch, I don't know, but I think I had like 2 or 3 HP left, and I was trying to give my character a stim pack by hitting the quick button, and yeah, I lost the high of buff out and fucking just dropped dead. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, the stim packs in hardcore, you stick yourself and it gives you a small little boost, and then it slowly over time heals you. So it would make sense. Oh, hey, I got this grievous wound that's bleeding out. Let me stitch it up. That way the healing process is a bit quicker. It's not like instantaneous like it is in the games. Like, oh, hey guys, let me pause. Stab, stab, stab. All right, I'm back to full health. It's stab. All right, now I've got to hide here so that I could get a little more health. And because if you get shot in hardcore while doing the stim pack, your fucking health just disappears. It's gone. You're fucked. So yeah, I think that's the more accurate way of depicting the stim packs. Because, I mean, fuck. If you just play regular Fallout 4, you could stim pack yourself 4 times, in the Pip-Boy. And, I mean, you could just be tanking bullets. I mean, you're healing while you're getting shot up. It's like, god damn.
Yeah. I will admit, I think I've said this before. I don't consider myself a gamer. Like, I love video games. I play a lot of video games, but I don't consider myself a gamer because I do not play on like hard difficulties basically ever. Whoa. It's very rare. I don't play Souls games.
Oh god.
I don't play. Yeah. I like playing games on easy mode. I like to have fun.
It ain't a damn thing wrong with that. You like to, when you're playing a game, you like to enjoy it, not fucking, chuck your remote across the fucking room. I get it.
Yep. I'll take baby mode anytime I can get it. Easy mode,
Yeah,
that's for me.
I like a good challenge. It's something that, makes me think a little bit. I'll never play a fucking Souls game. Fucking ridiculous.
I don't understand why people torture themselves like that.
I think that's what it is. It's the frustration and the torture that they're enjoying. Because it's just like once you finally beaten that character that is beating your ass senseless, it's like it's like you've it's like a conquest. Like, oh yes, I did it. Oh my god. And it's like, it's the in between shit. Like, I mean, yeah, it's a good feeling when you beat that boss that you just couldn't beat. Yeah, that's a great feeling. But I'm not chucking my fucking controller or smashing my fucking keyboard in between, because fuck all that. That's not fun.
One of my best friends loves Souls games, but he said Elden Ring. So he told me Elden Ring has like the lowest barrier to entry, but like the highest ceiling. And the final boss, Elena, I think, he said he spent like 3 weeks trying to beat her. And the second he beat her, he screamed "fuck you" at his TV and cried for 30 minutes.
Jesus.
I'm like, bro. I asked him, like, why do you do this to yourself? And he's like, honestly, I don't know. And he said, I don't think I'll ever play another Souls game again because that just took it out of me.
It's the emotional high that you get. I think that's what it is. I honestly believe that's what it is. It's the emotional high you get from, defeating the foe. Me, I get frustrated extremely easily. And I'll be honest.
Same.
Like, I mean, if something doesn't go exactly how it should, I get frustrated. And it's just like, what was it? What did I get frustrated? Oh, tape. So the other day, here's a funny story. So the other day, I'm trying to mount a power strip for a TV. And instead of drilling holes in the wall, which, I mean, I could easily do, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to, go through the hassle of drilling more holes into a wall. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just use double-sided sticky tape. The shit works. I like it, and so I go grab it. Now, where I'm at, it's about 104. I think it's 104 that day. 104, 105. And it's hot. So my threshold for bullshittery is fucking almost non-existent. It's got the same fucking what is it? It's got the same willpower as Amy Winehouse did. That of a Cheeto.
Try to make me go to rehab.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So fucking, I'm taking this tape off, right? And I stick it to the back of the power strip. And now I'm trying to take off the part where I'm going to stick it to the wall. And that motherfucker ain't happening. So I'm taking my knife and I'm just kind of trying to split the plastic covering from the adhesive. And I'm doing it now. It's getting hot, dripping sweat. I'm like, fucking hell. And I keep going. I'm like, God damn it, I'm just not getting it. I finally get it, right? So I'm like, oh, thank God. And I start pulling it. Well, for some fucking reason, this shit is so fucking adhered to this plastic covering that it is actually pulling itself off of what I attached it to. So now I'm getting more frustrated because I'm like, motherfucker. So I keep going. I'm like, all right, now I'm attaching it with, my fingers as I'm fucking pulling this plastic off. Of course, it's losing adhesion because my fucking fingers, they've got oil on them. So I'm like, God damn it. So I'm finally get it off. And now I have to work on the other side. So I got to do it again. So my threshold's fucking gone. And I put it on there. I think I tried to take that plastic off 5 minutes. It just was not coming. I chucked that fucking power strip across the goddamn room, just yelled, fuck! I was like, fuck this shit! So, I go in.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
I was like, fuck this shit! So I go have a smoke. I'm sitting out there, and now I've had a time to actually gather my thoughts. I'm like, wow, dude, really? You got mad at tape. Like, you got mad at tape, dude. Really? Like, Jesus, what are you, a child? So I'm like, man. So yeah, I don't ever want to play those fucking games that get me like that. Fuck that shit. That's not fun. That's more embarrassing than anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Evidently, you could achieve the same outcome with a roll of tape.
apparently, yeah. I tell you, I give a good facade of me not being frustrated, but underneath it all, I'm always frustrated. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm constantly frustrated as I turn green.
Dude, at work, so me and Max have taken to being bad influences on everyone else on the overnight freight team at our work. So around the store, there's these, like the 5-gallon buckets that you can just buy. Like we have them in like stacks of like 20 or something at the end of every aisle.
Yeah.
And there's, they're super lightweight because you could just pick them up and, if you need a bucket, grab a bucket for like $4 or whatever. Every time I'm frustrated because something's like not going right or a pallet breaks or something, I literally just go over to the nearest stack of pallets and hold it over my head and fucking King Kong throw it across the store.
I mean, that's how it has to be.
Because I mean, they're hardy plastic. They're not going to crack or bend or break or anything. So it's like a good way to get my aggression out without damaging any product. And now everyone else fucking does it when they get angry. Like on days where we're like pressed for time and there's a big truck and like people are stressed, you could just walk through the main aisle of the store, like the main like thoroughfare of the store where all the aisles connect, and you'll see like 10 stacks of buckets just fucking knocked over.
Jesus. What the fuck? You guys get paid for that shit?
What, for throwing buckets?
Yeah.
I mean, we're on the clock when we do it, so technically, yes.
Fucking Donkey Kong that shit. Dun, 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 dun. No, fucking, that shit's fucking wild. So now you guys are a bad influence. How many of them are older than you?
All of them. Jesus. Max, well, actually, there's like one guy I think who's younger than Max and I. He's like 20, 23. Everyone else is like in their 30s, all the way up to like their 60s.
Good Lord. And they're like, you know what? That's a good idea. Let me chuck a bucket.
Fuck it. Chuck it. Chuck the bucket. Fuck it.
Fucking hell. When I used to work at a gas station, I was a pretty bad influence on people. Yeah. Hell, I was a real bad influence. A lot of shit should have gotten me fired, but it didn't.
Yeah, how so?
Well, a lot of shit I can't talk about on fucking stream.
Statute of limitations isn't up yet.
Oh, no. I mean, I ain't trying to get fucking canceled, I mean, shit, I was a fucking flirt.
Gotcha.
So, take that as you will. None of the shit that I said back then would have passed today. I'm not saying like it was any like fucking wild ass shit, but it definitely,
people are such pussies today.
Well, no, it was, I was very flirtatious and, it was right on that cusp of like, I probably could get in trouble, but it was all in
you
good.
Misogynistic, womanizing piece of shit. No.
Well, no, I mean, it was, it was between consenting adults joking back and forth. It never was anything more like, it was never physical or anything like that. Because
it was never anything creepy.
No, it was just like, like compliments, like, oh, hey, you look good in them jeans. And would I get in trouble for that today? Fuck yeah, I would. Fuck yeah, because we both know I wasn't looking at the cut of your fucking jeans. I was looking at your fucking ass. But now, I wouldn't even risk it. Hell no. Because fucking straight up now, man, you look at somebody too long, you can get in trouble. Oh, I looked in your general direction for like 10 fucking seconds. Oh, well, you lost your job. They felt sexually harassed. Motherfucker. Are you over there jacking off? Fuck, man. You over there breathing heavy?
No, I got a yawn. I've got like God, I'm yawning.
Jesus Christ, fuck you. I didn't know my story was going to be that boring. I'll cut it, you motherfucker. Jesus. But,
No, I didn't get a lot of sleep.
yeah, me neither. It's all good. Shit. When life fucks you, just stay up at night. Sleepless nights. Oh. But yeah, fucking, oh. Now, how much of that Fallout shit's carrying over into our campaign?
What do you mean?
Well, of our experiences with the games, how much of that carries over into the game? Like, we got a karmic system. We have, I mean, we addiction. We technically have fucking weapon and armor conditions, though they really haven't come into play yet, which they will. A weather system that hasn't come into play yet because the book for some fucking reason doesn't tell me the weather other than, you know, hey, it's winter, so it's cold. Other than that, I mean, you know, I did like that in Fallout 4 that they introduced the rad weather. That I liked.
Oh, yeah.
That was a thing that I was just like, oh, fuck. Because it changes combat.
Yeah, that was cool.
But yeah. How much of that shit carries over, you know? Oh,
I mean, fuck. I think a pretty fair amount of it. I think we're taking a pretty fair amount of like a mix from like the last, you know, 4 games in the series and kind of implementing what works, at least from what we've seen so far. I still don't know like exactly what all the stuff is in the system that you made, since it's kind of like a hybrid watered down 5e. And it's been a while since I've actually sat down and looked at all the individual rules for 5e, so I don't know how much of it's 5e and how much of it is influenced from the Fallout games, but I kind of like what we have cooked up so far.
Well, yeah. No, it's a mix between the 2D20 system that was there, 5e, because 2D20, I don't want to sit doing math. I'm not, you know, trying to play math with you guys. Some of the influences, you know, are there from the games, the karmic system, addiction, you know, that normal shit. I think that's just in the game. The conditions of stuff, I mean, I think that's in the I think it's in the 2D20 system. I want to say it's in the 2D20 system, but the way it's done is just so goofy. Like, I mean, it works, but it's goofy because if you roll anything, I think it's if you roll anything less than a 8 or a 7, you lose, you know, your gun breaks. You lose like a point to your fucking your weapon, which okay. I mean, okay. All right, cool. The book I was reading in the 2D20 system, let me double check this. Got it right here. Let's pull up the guns, because I do not want to.
I'm yawning like crazy.
Yeah, you are. Jesus.
Sorry, you're just so fucking boring.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently, you can't fucking. You're like, oh my god, this guy is so boring. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to put up some. Well, I'm gonna need you to put up some Subway Surfers, you know, on your stream, so that I can pay attention.
Yeah, no kidding. Jesus. Let's see. Really? It doesn't tell me any kind of fucking guns in this book? Jesus. Oh no, they get HP. That's what it is. So the armor gets HP, which is fucking bizarre to me. But hey, who am I?
Tell me, do you bleed?
Does a gun such as yourself experience fear? Let's test
Can I
that
punch
theory.
a hole in a gun the size of my fucking fist?
Right? Where the hell is it? Is it this one? It should be. These are side quests. Let's see, where is your gun? Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Well, point is fucking the armor gets HP, and I think the guns get like ticks. Like X amount of ticks per type of gun it is. Which I don't know, I didn't like it. God damn it. Really? There's no fucking guns in it? Fuck that. I might have it in another book. I'm not gonna look for the book though. Don't worry. I don't want to bore you too much. But yeah, no, fucking yeah, the armor has HP, which alright, but how do you determine that? You know, like how the armor takes its damage. Right. Does a percentage of it, does like half of it go to the armor? Like and then you gotta wonder, like, okay, so if something doesn't hit, the armor did its job. Like, okay, it hits you, but your armor stopped the bullet. Okay.
Yeah, and then does your armor take damage?
Does your armor take damage though? Yep. And that's where it's just like, kind of sucked. It's just like, yeah. And then Aurelius brought up a cool thing, which again, gonna have to fucking implement it. Is if it meets it, it halves it. So you take half the damage, but your armor takes the other half, because realistically, if you get shot in the stomach while wearing body armor, or well, in the chest while wearing body armor, you're still going to get hurt. It won't kill you, but it'll hurt. You'll have a nice little bruise depending on the caliber size.
I like that.
Yeah. Which makes sense. You know, even armors that are rated for, 357 magnums, you shoot it with a 357 magnum, that motherfucker's gonna hit like a goddamn mule, and you're gonna feel it. So meets it, it halves it, makes sense, and then you can implement the armor conditions, because after so many times, your armor's gonna get kind of fucked. You know, if it's being met constantly.
And like to repair it, you need repair skill and some kind of material, right? To replace.
Yeah. So for like combat armor, you would need ballistic materials. Fiber, ballistic fiber materials, tape, that kind of shit. For leather armor, it'd be a little bit easier. I mean, patchwork leather isn't that difficult. Depending on your skill, it could be a decent patch, or it could just be a piece of shit patch that may fall out during combat, which will fucking suck. Because they've got different types of ammunition in the game, which is interesting. Like they've got shotgun rounds that are flechette rounds, or shells, sorry. And it's just like they got flechette shells, and flechette's just razor blades. And it would make sense that would do more damage to your fucking, to your fucking armor. Like it'd tear that shit up if it was leather. Oh, this motherfucker fell asleep.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think my mic was picking me up. Sorry.
Yeah, no, he fell asleep. All right, well, we'll move on from Fallout and get into commenting on comments.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was responding. I guess my mic just didn't pick it up.
I guess not. I was just like, all right, this fucking guy fell asleep, piece of shit. So
This fucking guy.
we have a comment that was posted. What was it? I noticed it on the 15th of this month. So 12 days ago from the 15th would be the 3rd. So April 3rd is when this comment was posted by Kitty HP1. It's on the Holy Hail Mary episode of our Fallout series, our Fallout campaign. So she says, to be fair, and this is at 12:20, the timestamp. To be fair, could be like, hey, you guys seem to have a pest problem. Big fucking killer insect that likes taking naps under nukes. Maybe bring a big bottle of Raid if you got it. This is, of course, assuming the party survives an attack of opportunity provoked from running from combat. Now, I'm trying to remember this. I think they were trying to, I think they were planning. Yeah, that was right. They were planning to basically dip out and make it everybody else's problem. That's what it was. So they were trying to dip out and make it everybody else's problem by having this giant megapede, or I forget what it's called, a radpede, charged through the tunnels, chasing them, and just basically make it the Children of Adam's problem. Now, it is a good point. That attack of opportunity would have definitely, killed Bush earlier than he got. Kieran, I think, would have been hit pretty hard. I think he would have survived, though, an attack of opportunity. So, but Bush definitely would have been dead. He wouldn't have seen God, though. He got to see God in that episode. Oh.
Dude, I feel so bad for Bush. Like, he's just getting, like, mentally traumatized over and over again.
Well, I mean, he's been shot in the head. He's been finger fucked in the brain. He got killed 2 or 3 times. And then he got to see God bring him back.
Watch one of his Yeah, and that's all after watching, one of his another super mutant die, like, right in front of him.
No, it wasn't even in front of him. He was outside of the building.
Right. He was outside.
Yeah.
But he heard that, like, he was told that died, and I think they went back and saw him, right?
Yeah, he was told about it. He didn't get to see that one though. Cuz he was outside cuz I think he had just gotten shot in the head. Cuz fucking, what was it? That's when you guys found out real fucking fast, like, oh hey, shit's not no joke. Like, this guy fucking pulled out a gun, pow, shot him, said don't move. If what Kieran do, moved.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't move. I thought he was kidding. Nope. So yeah,
it's crazy, bro. Like, that whole dude, like, above game, it's been what, like 7 months since I last played Runt.
Let's see. It's been a while.
Oh
God, you're gonna start singing that divorced dad rock. And it's been a while.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been a while. All right, let's see. Let's see our content. Where are their playlists?
Hey man, that song's still a banger.
Sure it is.
Sure it is, Grandpa. Let's get you to bed, okay?
Right? Let's see. Mysterious Acolyte. We Knew Ye Well. So, We Knew Ye Well was November 7th, 2024. So, we're in what, April?
5 months.
Yeah, about 5 months, yeah. Yeah. We Knew Ye Well. It's probably a little longer than that because.
Yeah, because when we actually recorded it, what, like probably a week before that, week or two?
Most likely, yeah. So about 5, maybe 6 months. But yeah, that shit was fucking
I am
wild.
happy. I am happy about like how much more I've come out of my shell with like actually role playing since then.
Well, to be fair, it does help that you're, amongst people that will role play and not fucking, kind of shit on you for role playing. If that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, I get. Yeah, it's definitely
nothing worse than trying to role play and having someone shit on you or shame you for role playing. Like, dude, fucking lame.
Yeah, I unfortunately saw a lot of that when I was working at the tabletop store I worked at.
Yeah,
it's even in there's even hierarchy. In when it comes to nerds, like I think there's still people that think that they're cool and the world revolves around them, and everyone else is a loser for not liking what they like. It's like the subculture of like nerdy shit is. There's a lot of politics involved, which sucks.
Yeah, no, I mean, Aurelius, this is the first time he's done his character's voice for this long. Because, I mean, he was doing Balthazar, and he would talk like Balthazar, and he just stopped doing it one day. I mean, and, it's just like, all right. And he's talking about, going back and doing the voice, doing his character's voice, because it makes what he says a little more funny. But it helps when you got those people that are like, hey, I can't really do a voice, but I want to try. Okay, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. Like,
yeah.
I feel like I don't really have that much talent with like making my voice sound different. I feel like just like my like I can make my voice a little gravelly, but I feel like I can't really sound like a completely different person. So I took kind of with Axel in mind, I kind of just took the one thing that I can do that would make my voice sound different from Runt's voice, and I just kind of did that to make it more gravelly.
Well, Runt was just your voice.
Axel, yeah, pretty much.
Axel is a gravel, like a hey. So yeah, and that's fine, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's done nothing but inhale fucking ash for like 10 years, so.
Well, and you don't have to fucking have this magnificent fucking voice acting ability. None of us do. I mean, sure, we do a couple good voices, but no, I mean, none of us are professionals. I mean,
no, not at all. That's not what I'm saying. I just,
No, I know. What I'm saying is, people that fucking shit on other people because they well, you can't do a voice. Motherfucker, you barely speak English.
Like, English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Like, if somebody wants to get into their character and have a little bit more fun with it, fine. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I'll encourage it because it's more entertaining. And it means that you're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because who the fuck wants to do a voice when you're not having fun?
And you helping me like flesh out Axel's character as we've been going has been a lot of fun. It's I look forward to it more and more, like every time we record, that I get to that I get to play this character with you guys.
Oh, and then fucking we put the brakes on your lore dumps. Like, yeah. Hold on. Don't give me the lore load yet.
Wait.
Like that. No, that was good. That was good. It was. I mean, it was great for what it was. I mean, you get to kind of peel back that layer of, person and just see kind of what's going on beneath. And it's like, that's perfect. I'm setting up an opportunity though.
Yeah. and I didn't want to give Bush nothing because I feel like Bush and Axel haven't interacted a whole lot. And so I didn't want like our first interaction in a while to set the precedent of like, no, I'm not going to talk to him. I didn't want it to be that.
Well, no, but at the
I was
same
just
time, it
like-
can't be. It wouldn't make sense for your character to just all of a sudden like, hey, here's my lore load.
Yeah.
Bathe in it.
Well, that's why I felt like I kind of played it well where I was like, you know, like, no offense, but I'm not doing this trauma bonding bullshit.
No,
you know?
it was the way you did it was perfect. Your character, it makes sense. Your character would, you know, open up a tiny bit, but not, you know, gape for, you know, just anybody.
Not gape.
Yeah, you're not just gaping for anybody there.
Goatsy.
Yep. But I mean, it makes sense, you know. But I'm definitely gonna give you guys a good old opportunity to fucking really open your characters up. I'm definitely gonna do that. That'll be fun to see how you guys deal with that shit. Cause whoo, you ain't trauma bonding. You doing it? What?
I'm looking forward to Axel like confronting other, like running into other raiders. I really want to see if the Forge name like still holds up, because Axel doesn't really know, because you know he's not in the Forge anymore.
Well,
even though it in reality hasn't been too long since he left. But
well, and it'll also be very interesting because I mean, you know, the Forge in the game, there's not really much lore. I mean, yeah, they're tough, but you know, it could just be more of, you know, boogeymen. You know, there could be that. There could be that your character is, you know, completely just been brainwashed into believing that these guys are the toughest sons of bitches to ever exist. And the reason nobody fucks with y'all is not because, oh, you know, you guys are the toughest sons of bitches to ever exist, but you guys are just the boogeymen. You know, I mean, you got this guy wielding a fucking flaming sword burning people. I mean, that shit does strike fear into people. But, I mean, on the flip side, maybe these guys are the toughest sons of bitches you ever met. It's very possible. We'll have to see. You're like, wait a minute. You're going to fuck up my character? No, I am not going to fuck up your character.
I mean, like, yeah, because I mean, I've said already, we talked about it. Like, I kind of, like, basically, the group's first interaction with Axel, like, we retroactively sort of decided to walk back some stuff that I said in character because I got a little, you know, too froggy with what I was saying.
But it would make sense.
We're doing it in a way that's still gonna make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it would make sense. Your character would have said what they said. Because again, you know, don't fuck. I mean, you're in a cage, you're in a vulnerable position. This guy's got a knife. You're gonna say pretty much anything to kind of try to scare this dude off. You know, like, oh, you don't understand, blah 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 blah. You know, I mean, it makes sense because I mean, you know, a wounded animal is a dangerous animal. So, what you're doing is basically just growling like, hey, you come in here, I'm going to kill you. You know, this is what I've done. I've pushed my penis inside my ball sack and felt like a woman. But no, I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Because with this many people at the table, there's a lot of fucking moving parts that I'm having to kind of keep track of. You know, backstories, making sure that you guys, you guys as characters are getting recognized and not just kind of like a filler character, you know, like, oh, hey, I'm here, but I'm not really here. Backstories that make sense. You know, or not backstory, side quests for backstories that make sense. You know, that shit. Because, I mean, I know that your character eventually wants to, you know, face his his captor, his conqueror. It'd make sense. It'd make 100% sense. But why would you just, oh, you know what, guys? Let me go back there. Okay, why? Like, would your character truly be satisfied with killing this guy with a group of people, or does he want to kill him by his own hand? I would think he'd want to kill him by his own hand. Make him feel it, you know? And then, on top of that, we have to get you to a point where your character would basically go there. Well, how do we do that?
Right.
We make you not think straight. I mean, that makes the most sense. Your character's not going to go there just on a whim. He'll die.
Right.
But make you not think straight. Ooh, now that's a dangerous motherfucker right there. But we'll just have to see that bridge when it comes, because, I mean, I can lay down that bridge. If you cross it, perfect. If you don't cross it, well, not much I can do about that. It's ultimately up to you. If you pick up what I'm putting down. If you don't pick it up, well, it's just going to sit there, rot, baby girl.
Yeah, I hope I don't miss the queue then, but I also don't want to go there at a low level.
Well, I'm also, if you miss the queue, I'll tell you this, my cues aren't super subtle. They're very obvious. If you miss it, I'd be surprised, but at the same time, I'd be like, okay, well, I guess his side quest just isn't that important. Now, low level, yeah, sure. Low level would make definitely make sense. But I am finding out very quickly that the levels really don't mean shit. Like, you get a little extra health points, sure, but ultimately they really don't mean shit.
Yeah, you don't like do more damage or anything.
You can if you up your stats, which is where you get the choice of feats and then, you know, your stats and shit. Yeah, you could choose whether to just put into a feat or put into a stat. You know, and it helps. Which, speaking of, once you guys get to germination, I got to give you guys another level. I forgot to give that to you guys. And that one does come with a boost. Not just in health, but stats too. But
hooray!
Continuing on, would you like to read the second part?
Yeah. Can you post the screenshot?
It's in there. Just scroll up a little bit.
Oh yeah,
You'll see the big head.
Up.
Yeah, it's right under Oscar.
I'll see the big head. You want me to see your big head?
Big old purple head. Yeah.
Big fat throbbing pulsing head.
Looks like a tomato.
Kitty HP1 also says at 29:29. This is a very good question. Unfortunately, I now have the Lonely Island song Jizz in My Pants stuck in my head. Mechanically, I'm a bit confused because I thought he was grabbing onto the wall to avoid getting buried in sand. So I don't know if he's just doing this hands-free or helicoptering or what. Perhaps I'm overthinking this. I mean, technically, rads would decrease the sperm count, but hey, Bethesda logic. So I think this was referring to when Hummy was trying to break the laws of time and space to nut in like 6 seconds.
Oh yeah, yeah. No fucking yeah. That was so that part in the recording. I'm gonna be honest, it did piss me off because that's it's an out of combat mechanic being brought into combat. And I tried to explain it to him, like, you can't do that. Of course, tried to argue his point, which, all right, whatever. Keep a mental note. So he got his...
and then you screamed, fuck, and threw him across the room.
Right. But no, I made a mental note. And, yeah, Hummy got his quick nut off, which, again, whatever, but now he knows for sure that outside of combat mechanics do not get brought into combat because it does not make a lick of fucking sense. So probably gonna have to nerf that mechanic anyway, because once again, you know, it can be abused, and we're seeing them abuse it. So that will either be nerfed or it will be just spoken of like, hey man, well, it already was. I don't know why I'm saying it will be. Like, it hasn't already happened. So yeah, it was mentioned to him like, hey, don't do that shit again, because you're taking outside of combat mechanics, trying to bring them into combat. Doesn't work, will not work, and there's a reason why it doesn't work. So we'll get to see a little bit more of Hummy the Cuck for a while. A mental note.
When I read Bug Bethesda logic, I just imagine like, do you know those like like meme shit post like source filmmaker animations, right?
No.
Where it's like they'll do like, oh, okay. Well, I just imagine like Hummy T-posing and then like just getting like the T-posing model getting flung around with a bunch of the fucking Half-Life 2 crowbar sounds.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then just go, 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 go.
Fucking hell. Nah, Hummy Cans definitely is an interesting fellow. The fucking jacking off in 6 seconds. That he goes, I just came in 6 seconds. I came twice.
Where is your refractory period, man?
He fucking argued that point. He said, oh, that doesn't sound. He was pissed because, all right, now it's starting to come back to me. So him and Aurelius, the guy that plays Balthazar, Kieran, got into an argument about culling chickens. And fucking
yeah,
they were arguing, you know, as Italians do, very loudly, saying absolutely nothing, lots of fuck yous in there, and shut the fuck up, let me speak. Really getting nowhere, talking over one another. So he was already walking into this this session hyped up and amped up, and it wouldn't have mattered what I said. But yeah, no, he was like, oh, I could have done that in 6 seconds. You know, that it doesn't take or what was it? It was Midorth was looking for something. He was trying to like formulate a plan in his head. He goes, oh, it's taking longer than 6 seconds. Like, this man had a stopwatch just timing. Like, fuck.
I mean, like, it's like you said, they're fucking Italians. They have to get the last word always.
Oh, of course. Love them to death, but goddamn, don't ever argue politics or chickens with them. Because good Lord.
Yeah, but when you're not the one arguing with those guys, it's the funniest shit ever to watch.
Hell, even when you're arguing with them, it is the funniest fucking shit ever. Because, I mean, you hit them with logic. What's funny is when you hit them with logic and they fucking, they know you've got them. And now it's not a matter of point or principle. Now it's a matter of fucking honor. Cause now they gotta win this. Hey, it's death or dishonor at this point. It's like, you know, my favorite color is the color black. Well, you know, the color black is is the absence of color. You're true, but still I enjoy the color. Well, no, you don't understand. You can't call it a color because it's the absence of color. Okay, well, I enjoy the absence of color, but point is I enjoy it. It's pleasing to my eyes. No, you can't. You see, you don't understand because you have to have it here. It has to be the absence of color, so it's nothing. It doesn't exist. Okay. All right. But it does exist. There's several different colors of or shades of black. No. And No, you're wrong. You're wrong. See, black doesn't exist as a color. Like, oh my God.
You just sound like Bernie Sanders.
We need to
we
give
have
the
to
money.
fight the oligarchy.
Yeah, when you're in an argument with them and you know you're right, they know you're right. Oh my God, it is the funniest shit ever. Holy shit, is it funny? Oh, and then here's a good one. This one got me to laugh. So 4610. If only this creature were a Minuteman, then maybe this encounter would have ended a lot quicker. Too soon? If that were the case,
I mean, she has a valid point.
She has a very valid point. So if this was a Minuteman encounter, not only would the team have tried to convince the Minuteman that the Minuteman was in the wrong, but they would shoot him from behind in the back and then chop him up into pieces, hide the body and go, I didn't see a Minuteman. Did you see a Minuteman? Like, holy fuck. But yeah, if this was a Minuteman, yeah, that encounter probably would have been wrapped up a whole hell of a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Though there was a way to actually wrap it up quicker.
Everybody dies.
No. Oh, did you want to know how they could have wrapped it up quicker?
Kind of.
Okay, so the party had gotten given a mini nuke, and what they could have done with the mini nuke is basically, because they were talking about footballing it into the mouth. However, they needed to cause enough damage on the thing for it to get its mouth open, because its mouth, of course, is covered by the tendrils. They actually had,
and by the time that happened, they had just completely forgotten about it.
Well, they actually had a very good plan in place. They wanted to feed it, so they had a can of food on them, and instead of slathering the mini nuke with the food, they just fed it in hopes that it would become friends with them. And it's just like, well, that was a missed opportunity, because that would have been the only way that you could have killed this fucking thing quick.
Yep.
Like
a bacon wrapped mini nuke.
Pretty much. I mean, other than that, of course, the plan still went off. You know, they ended up putting the mini nuke in the stomach, except they all went inside the belly. But yeah, it's really the only way that they could have killed the thing, because again, it was supposed to be a full party attacking that thing. With a full party, it wouldn't have been as difficult, but with half a party, it was difficult, because you got the brainless leading the brainless. Like, beautiful plan, and it just was not executed. I mean, if they would have executed it, it would have been beautiful. Kieran wouldn't be glowing. Hummy wouldn't be mad at me because he can't do outside combat mechanics, inside combat mechanics, or inside combat. And Bush wouldn't have seen God. So yeah, it definitely could have. If it was a Minuteman, that encounter would have. Yeah, all right. So this guy's a Minuteman. We got that mini nuke still. Yeah, wrap it in lard. Just rub some lard on it. Oh, here you go, Mr. Minuteman. I'd like to feed this to you.
Then stuff it in his mouth, kick him in the nuts, shoot him in the head, and take a shit on his corpse.
Exactly. Fuck him and fuck his mother. So, because that one was a bit short, I'll read the next one. So 4829. Kind of glad my OC original character isn't present, because Nova's initial plan would have likely involved her placing her shield on her back, jumping onto the creature, wrapping her whip around its neck region while screaming incoherently into its ear holes, and digging her spurs into its hide in an attempt to wrestle it like a gator. watch her get killed almost instantly. So the problem with that is the sheer size of the radpede. So the radpede is basically the size of a bus, like one of those long buses that has like it's like the size of two buses attached with a weird little center thing. So yeah, think of that. As far as that's about as wide as it is. The mouth is, I would say, roughly the size of a double door, like a French door. So it's pretty big. So let's assume that your character could have jumped on the thing and wrapped the whip around the neck. That's a long fucking whip for one. And then for two, the screaming in the ear holes, that definitely could not happen because your character is too small. Any character is too small. That shit would have been wild though. Like, ah! Ah! But yeah, your character would have died because if you did end up getting on its back, I think the second it would have gone underground would have been bad news for that character.
At an hour, 9 minutes, and 36 seconds, she says this radpede must have a very flexible stomach to ingest 850 pounds plus a human plus a ghoul. Like Bot said, really fucking big radpede.
So the 850 pounds does bring up a good point. So 850 pounds is a lot. And plus you have the ghoul and the human inside. So you're totaling about, 1,100, 1,200 pounds. That's why the radpede immediately went underground to fucking hibernate. Because, yeah, that's a big fucking meal that it's trying to digest. That's why they didn't get instantly digested. Because, I mean, that's a whole lot of man meat that they're going to have to fucking, or it's going to have to, melt down. Which the digestion
more
process.
man meat once we get Bush a penis.
Right? Go to the penis doctor, give him just a fucking fire hydrant.
fucking baby's arm holding an apple.
Hell no, gotta give him the fire hydrant. And that fucking thing looks like it was like that thing was just like, oh good God, that's a fucking girthy bastard.
Draft him a death claw dick.
Fucking just wrap it in fucking just super mutant skin, just attach it surgically. Here you go. Is this what
the doctor's like?
This what dick feel like?
Doc Rocket's like, it's too big. We're gonna need a skin graft, and then graft slowly slides out of frame.
Right? No,
fuck this shit. I'm out.
Bush didn't want penis attached. Bush wanted penis inside because Bush woman. That'd be a fucking twist.
Bush wanted penis on pike for weapon for humiliation.
Oh shit. That'd be a twist if Bush was a chick. That'd fucking blow my mind. I'd be like, fuck.
At an hour, 21 minutes, and 50 seconds, she says, praying to every religion known to man to save the party. Seems legit. Yep. Kieran converted and had his second confirmation real fucking fast.
Pretty much. Holy shit. And I tell you, the only reason
I really want to do like a fucking bit where Axel gives Kieran a fucking fancy lat cake as the fucking Eucharist.
Oh fuck. Jesus. No, that whole fucking bit, the praying to Adam was just absolutely wild. Because in no fucking way would that motherfucker have actually worked. I mean, if he got a natural 20, it would have worked. But for him getting a 1, I think it was a 1 he got. That was just poetic right there. But then, of course, the player began praying to God. And it's just like, all right, this one is an impossible roll. And then I rolled it because I didn't want him to roll it. He ended up rolling, just to see what he would have gotten, I think. And I think he got another 1 or a 2. And
yeah, you rolled him a 90.
Yeah, I rolled a fucking 90 on a D100 because, yeah, that shit was fucking wild. So yeah, it definitely, it definitely saved the party. No kidding. All right, I got this one.
Yeah, I don't know if I've said it enough, but you are a benevolent God.
Oh, no, not even fucking. I take certain things into consideration, like, for instance, if the player is fucking praying to Christ because he's afraid that his character is done for.
Do you think
like, holy shit.
You think Graft prays to Jesus Christ?
Probably. Twice risen.
He train hopped for your sins. Whoever is without sin may get the fuck out of the pit because he's a poser.
Oh, fuck. So, next one is 1 hour and 30 minutes, 50 seconds, I think. Yeah. Shit. That's a lot of rads. Real shame you don't have a faith healer that absorbs radiation as part of her skills. Who knows? Maybe you'll encounter an NPC. I wonder what the Cabot household is up to. So, that brings up a very good point. The Cabot household, they apparently have ways to reduce radiation. And, food, that kind of shit. So, as far as I know, they haven't figured out how to reduce radiation in ghouls. However, it's probably not far-fetched because of the time that just the Cabot has had. So, it makes sense if they had developed I think they did. I think it was a serum that kept them young. And it reduced radiation, yeah. So now the problem is nobody outside the Cabot household that isn't hired by the Cabots know about this. So they would have to have a chance encounter with a certain NPC that's willing to hire them. Or at least bring them into the fold for some reason or another. As it currently stands, I don't really think there is, because, I mean, what do the Cabots get from these guys, that outweighs what they would get from him? So it's a possibility, but the likelihood of it happening, because none of the characters would even know. I mean, they would see like, oh, hey, there's these 2 robots outside of this household that just say, private property, leave. That's about it. But got that thinking cap on, because that didn't even occur to me. But yeah, if Cabot was known enough and that his serum was known enough and the party had something that the Cabot household wanted, or the ability to get something that they wanted, then yeah, Kieran would easily be able to get rid of the radiation just by that. Yeah, that's pretty fucking. Yeah, very good, very good.
All right, and at 1 hour 49 minutes and 30 seconds, she says, I'm picturing the soldiers from RE8, poor Ellie, Wonder what happened to the confessor. Seems odd that he was the only one in the group that didn't have markings. Maybe he's a synth. Maybe the kids saw something. Who knows? Looking forward to the next episode. I mean, it's my personal belief that he got swallowed by the radpede, but Axel wasn't there, so in game he wouldn't know, and he wouldn't really have any theories either.
So, what happened to Confessor Michael is he was crushed to death. Now, the Confessor didn't have markings, but there's a reason why he didn't have any markings, or any markings that could be seen. It could have been a synth. It's possible. It could have been that he just joined. It could be a multitude of factors that we may not know about. We may never know, or could be coming up. However, the kid, the one that, kind of was friendlier towards Kieran, the kid wouldn't have seen anything. Basically he went out there to go protect his family, and they left the church. So the only ones in the church, in the inner sanctum, was Kieran, Bush, Hummy, and the confessor. Hopefully the party is starting to figure out how to tell the difference between the children of Adam that want him dead and the children of Adam that are just indifferent to him. And if not, maybe you, the viewer, can tell the difference, because, if the party can't tell the difference, then there's something wrong.
All right, then.
Yeah, fuck you, asshole.
You saying that to me, or your fucking indigestion?
Oh, no, you, asshole. Jesus. Yeah. Try to confuse me. Fuck you. So yeah, that was our comment. That we haven't gotten many comments lately, so glad I was able to catch this one, because damn, I feel bad. Sorry we didn't get to it, earlier. But shit, we would have had it done earlier.
It's official. We're falling off.
I know, right? Fuck. Dude, I'm telling you, this fucking work is kicking my ass.
Give it 2.5 years and Sunny V2 will make a video of the rise and fall of B.A.T.R Gaming.
Shit, no kidding. All right, and now we're at the what's it called? The music thing that you do? I forget the fucking name.
The song recommendation?
Yes, thank you.
All right. See. Sorry, I'm just looking through my playlist. What a great here.
Fucking song recommendation. Holy shit. I didn't think it got any better than that.
Shut the fuck up. Let's see.
God, I'm gonna die of fucking old age here. Jesus Christ. And by the time you tell us the song, it's gonna be fucking on that list of music that can be is open to the public use after 100 fucking years.
I'm not good under pressure. Stop.
Oh my God, that's a good song, Under Pressure by Queen. Beautiful song.
No.
What's that other song? The Cheese Pull, I think that's what Richie called
it. Cheese Pull.
Hell, he call that song?
I think I don't know.
Ram Ranch Remix. No, that wasn't it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't say it.
Well, thankfully, I made up my mind.
Oh, you indecisive bitch. Jesus Christ. Took fucking long enough. Look, I got several gray hairs.
Well, yeah, that's just because you're fucking old.
They grew in on my nutsack, man. Jesus.
So song recommendation this time is Sleeping on the Blacktop by Coulter Wall.
Motherfucker, you took all that fucking time for one goddamn song? Is your playlist in alphabetical order?
No,
Is
my
that
YouTube app fucking so I was looking through my downloads on my YouTube app because that's where I keep all the music I listen to, and it fucking crashed like twice.
what the fuck? Wait, you download music from YouTube?
Yeah.
Are you paying for their premium shit?
Yeah, because it's the only way I can listen to it while I work, because you can't listen to it with your phone locked without paying for premium, so.
Fucking loser. Nah, I get it. It's whatever. Gee, wait, even, well, from my understanding, YouTube Premium fucking just rips you off anyway. Because they say you could skip all the ads or you won't get any ads, and then they still give you ads.
No, I don't get any ads.
Oh.
Maybe on PC or like desktop, but on mobile, no.
Oh, I don't have premium, so I'm just going off of what I've read. I'm not gonna pay YouTube Premium. I'm good off that. And then again, I pay for Spotify.
Comfort.
I pay for Spotify.
Also, who's the real fucking idiot then?
Well, I mean, I didn't feel like giving my computer AIDS with MP3 Rocket.
Or Livewire.
If Livewire is even still a thing, or no, it's LimeWire, I thought.
Something like that.
Yeah, if it's still a
or
thing.
Napster
Definitely ain't a thing. I remember when my mom burned me a couple CDs from Napster. Damn. That was back in the day, dude. I think I was like 12.
Yeah, you download a fucking Eminem album off fucking Napster, and it would be like the Family Guy theme song in A minor and like Taliban chants.
Oh, my favorite was, when you'd listen to a song and then fucking you got that one random ass dude that's not even in the song or on the record, the real one, just saying like real gangster music here at the. It's like, oh my God. What the fuck? And it was always over that T.I. song. I forget what it was called. But goddamn, it's funnier than shit.
I never listened to T.I., so I couldn't tell you.
Or when you'd go, I remember I almost got into a fist fight with this one motherfucker because he was a huge fucking. Oh my God, I am spacing on the group. They did Mr. Roboto.
Oh God. Well, let me look it up. I'm on YouTube.
Of course you are. Oh my God, I am fucking spacing on him. What the hell is wrong with me? Thank you, Styx. So, I love Styx. Huge fan of Styx. This guy.
I love Styx. I can't remember their fucking name.
Oh, I do.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
I mean, I enjoy their music. So this guy, though, huge. I mean, this guy would, anytime they had a concert, he was there. So fucking, me and this guy were talking, and he goes, yeah, man, they performed Mr. Roboto. And at the time, I didn't know that Styx performed Mr. Roboto. And I was like, oh, that was a cool tribute to Queen. And he goes, excuse me? I was like, yeah, it was a cool tribute to Queen. I mean, they sang the song first, right? And the guy's like, nah. I was like, yeah, they did. I got it right here on my fucking MP3 player. It's a Queen song. And, oh, man, this guy's like, you're a fucking idiot. I was like, how the fuck am I a fucking idiot, dude? You didn't even look at the fucking song, dumb shit. So we're getting hyped up, right? And it's getting nasty. He's calling me slurs. I'm calling him slurs. I told him he fucks his mother. Shit like that. And I was like, tell me I'm
I fucks his mother.
Pretty much. I told him that his dad died because he was ashamed he raised such a dumbass for a son.
My
shit
God.
like that. And then I told him that, you know, I say, yeah, well, you fuck your mother. And he goes, oh, my mother's dead, you piece of shit. I don't get, you know, he's getting ready to fight. I say, yeah, she died from the dick I gave her, you know, shit like that. And I pull out the MP3 player, put it on the counter, and I show his ass. And he looks at it in like a brief moment. He looks at it, he goes, you're fucking wrong. And he chucks it, breaks the shit. And oh my God, we're fucking in each other's faces. Now you broke my shit. So he realizes fairly quickly, like, hey, you just broke my shit. Now we're gonna fight. And he goes, how much was the MP3 player? I didn't have the money at this time to replace it. I was just like, it's $80, dude. And he puts $80 on the counter, apologized, and then he pulls out his phone, which of course this motherfucker's got money like that, and he says, who originally sang Mr. Roboto? And right there on Google it showed Styx, and I was like, well, on my thing it said Queen. And he goes, where'd you get the song? I was like, oh, you know. I didn't pay for the shit. He goes, that's why. He goes, they put whatever on there. I was like, motherfucker. Yeah, me and him almost came to blows, and it was stopped by him breaking my shit. And if that fucking alcoholic bastard is still alive, I hope you know that I didn't even buy a fucking MP3 player with that goddamn money. I paid a bill. You paid for my gas, you bastard. Thank you for that, though. You son of a bitch.
I hope if he's still alive, he chokes on the next mozzarella stick he eats.
Oh, man, I tell you, it was, I mean, a few weeks had passed because it was still pretty heated there. You know, because, I mean, we were saying some pretty foul shit. And he ends up coming back. And yeah, I mean, he apologized. I apologized. I was like, hey, man, I'm sorry for the shit that I said. He goes, some of that shit was pretty funny, though. I was like, yeah, but I wasn't saying it in a humorous way. You know, I was very disrespectful to your parents, and that was wrong of me. But goddamn, was it funny. I ain't even lying. That shit had me fucking dying when I got home. Because I used to walk home from work. So, you know, I'm walking home late at night. This motherfucker could have ran my ass over. He could have, yeah, that son bitch could have hopped the curb, fucking blow. Oh, shit. Looks like I ran over a piece of shit. All right, with
and then
that.
He puts on Queen and drives away.
Right. Queen, not even the real good Queen, just throws on Queens of the Stone Age. But with that, folks, we're out of here because Axel needs to get some sleep. He needs a jacket and sleep. You know, like that Blink 182 album, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Oh no, I'm gonna watch night one of WrestleMania.
Oh, did you like that picture I sent of Triple H kissing HBK Shawn Michaels on the lips?
Oh, dude, hard as a rock. I gotta tell you,
dude. I need context to that, please. Somebody tell me context. Fuck.
ChatGPT, rock someone,
because what the fuck did they like? Well, I think it was the Hall of Fame thing, to be honest, because they're both dressed up in suits. Mm-hmm. So pretty sure it was a Hall of Fame thing. I haven't watched wrestling in fucking years, so you know it just
time to play the game,
right? Over here, oh my God, he's got him in a lip lock. He's got him in a lip lock.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing a slobber knocker of a match right here.
That's why he's called the Cerebral Assassin, because he'll tongue fuck your throat.
Master B.A.T.R cast. Bass on the left and Slacker on the right. Two idiots who masturbate all night, talking about nothing at all, just throwing shit at the